you tell us your name and your designation, please?
Thank you very much. My name is Nabeela Farida Tunis. I'm the Minister for Tourism and Cultural Affairs.
Today we are here with potential investors that are visiting Sierra Leone to invest in several sectors, and one of which has to do with Ministry of Tourism. Can you just, how do you make up of this initiative first?
First of all, I think it's a great initiative. You may know that for the past couple of years, His Excellency the President would, love to see development, take, center stage in Sierra Leone. And several efforts have been made, to invite investors over to look at, the authentic products that we have here. And I'm sure we're all aware about the potential that tourism does have in terms of promoting development in Sierra Leone. And today is just a testament to the efforts that have been made by His Excellency the President and the government of Sierra Leone to bring together, here in Sierra Leone a diverse team, of investors who are keen, in creating a lot of partnerships and having, a lot of intervention in several areas, not just limited to tourism. The discussions we had here a moment ago have unearthed, their desire to invest in hotels and also create South-South cooperation to promote women in tourism as well. So it's quite very, very promising, I have to say. We're just leaving right now. We want to go back to the office to ensure that we prepare a package according to the interest that they have expressed earlier on. And we do believe that there will be great benefits for both countries.
Your ministry is very integral when it comes to development and job creation, and as they stated earlier, they have taken a tour across the country to see the beautiful side that Sierra Leone has. And in maximizing profits or beautifying those areas, are these agreements in line with the ministry's priorities?
Certainly, job creation is one of our key priorities as well. You may know that one of the big five is to create 500 jobs, 500,000 jobs, and in the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, we have one specific sector, which is a creative industry. We believe that each and every Sierra Leonean has their own God-given talent, and if you harness and unlock that talent, definitely you can take it to a productive level. So aside from the God-given talent, we're also looking at investments into the hospitality industry. So we do believe that we have the potential to really support, a substantial percentage of those jobs that the government is looking for. So certainly there are lots of potential. We're more than prepared, to take advantage of the opportunities that we have within the sector, and we're prepared to work with the private investors, the private sector, to take this forward.
As you just mentioned, the private sector, there are lacuna in terms of investment, especially with regard to private and public. But over the years, we have seen this drive that you have made in terms of bringing investors into Sierra Leone. Moving forward, what are we expecting?
I think we're expecting to see more partnerships, and I may digress a little bit at this point, because the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs is currently implementing a Year for All, Tourism for All campaign, and it's a year-long campaign whereby we're seeking to ramp up the awareness about tourism, the potential tourism has, to contribute to the national development in the country. And we're working with several layers of private sector entities to promote tourism as well as promote national development and ensure that everyone has a piece of the economic benefits that would come out of this.
Okay, take us through the campaign so far.
Thank you very much. We have a very aggressive and intensive campaign. This month is Explore and Discover. So as Sierra Leoneans, we feel that it's really critical for us to know the potential about tourism and to be part of it. So what we're doing as a ministry is to speak to each and every Sierra Leonean to get them to understand what tourism is about. I'm sure you've seen what happens in the Gambia. Each and every Gambia is really attuned with what happens in the tourism sector, and we need to improve on that here, because people are aware, what tourism is, but they need to be much more related to tourism issues. And so therefore this campaign seeks to promote stakeholder awareness, human beings awareness, person-to-person engagement, so we understand the potential of tourism. This month is Explore and Discover. For February, we're going to have Travel and Hospitality. In March, it's Creativity and Innovation. For April, it is the Gateway to Freedom. May is Culture and Heritage. June is Monuments and Relics. July is environmental awareness for conservation. August is our value and benefits month because we need people to understand the value and benefits of tourism, not only to the individual, but to the businesses and to the government. In September, we're going to have women in tourism. In October, we're going to have wildlife and tourism as well. In September, we're going to have, in October, wildlife and tourism. In December, we're going to have festivities, and where every activity that we've done over the year is going to culminate into a festivity and entertainment. And there, we're going to have, the launching of our homecoming, which we would start the process in April. But what is important is what we're doing. We want people to have an aspect of volunteerism, like what you're doing right now. Each and every staff of the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs is going to dedicate 10 hours a month towards having a person-to-person engagement, so including myself. So you may see us in the marketplaces, you may see us in schools, telling people what we have done as a ministry, what government intends to do to ramp up productivity in the tourism sector, and what we're expecting of individuals and Sierra Leoneans in general. And if we bring together all the positive energy that you have, that I have, that he has up there, definitely tourism indeed will be all-round business as we're expecting it to be. So I look forward to your cooperation, and I'll be calling on you from time to time.
Yes, this takes a lot in terms of implementing this project, infrastructure, and also the money involved. So is this part of the agreement so far, according to the projects that your program that you gave these investors? Is it in line with this campaign?
Yes, because it is about domestic tourism. What we need to do is also to ensure that people get to know their country. I'm sure there's so many places that you're not aware of. I'm sure you were quite intrigued by the presentation that was done by the Director of Culture and the Director of Tourism, and I'm sure it's kind of sparked an interest for you to visit certain areas in Sierra Leone. So as long as you get to visit these places, you start to spend money in your country, and we allow the local economy to move. And as long as that happens, you start putting out positive news about your country, automatically the global scene will change about Sierra Leone, and they'll know that indeed they're beautiful people, a beautiful country with unique assets and products that people would love to visit. So what we need to prepare ourselves for is kind of the barrage of people that we're going to be expecting in Sierra Leone after all of our efforts are pulled together and we have the outcome that we're all yearning to have.
Finally, domestic tourism is key, and you have outlined plethora of issues or programs that you want to embark on. But continuity and sustainability also plays a significant role in terms of achieving the ministry's agenda. How can you sustain such?
One thing we need to understand is that if you look around all of us, all of the investments that have happened in the tourism sector, you'd find out that it's been done by the private sector. Hotels, restaurants, developing some of these assets that we have. It's the private sector. The ministry wants an industry that is led by the private sector and owned by the people, and government comes in and provides and creates the enabling environment for it to thrive. So in terms of sustainability, as long as we can assure our partners and our compatriots that there is productivity in investing in tourism, I know that will guarantee sustainability.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.